Rocking out here with this guy from Detroit, Mitch Ryder, right? He is Never Kick a Sleeping Dog, produced by John Mellencamp, 1983. Great. Yeah, good. Just want to keep listening to it. I'll talk about that more in a minute. Really good find that was. I'll shut you down, Mitch. There we go. So it's a Friday. Cheers. Yes. Make my way around here. I want to get that record off the turntable because I want to show you the label if you didn't see it. And that little needle drop. Pretty cool label here. Mitch Ryder right there at the Lion. Right. So anyway, Mitch Ryder, best known lead singer for the Detroit Wheels. Band from the mid to late 60s. Not to give you a Wikipedia entry, but Devil with the Blue Dress On, Good Golly, Miss Molly. So they're really known for that. And then he kind of went on his own, and then it didn't go very well. And so he kind of took a hiatus from pretty much 1970, I think, through to the album that just came before this one. I think it was around 1980. He went off to Colorado, and he was a painter, doing some artistic shit. And then he got back behind the microphone and did this record here. Anyway, it's great. Like I said, produced by John Mellencamp. Total a blind buy in that I'd never heard it. Knew the name, but again, I only knew those couple of hits from the 60s, like Devil with a Blue Dress On, that I just mentioned. Bruce Springsteen's a big fan, and he integrates that. Always into a lot of his live sets. So, I got this for $3. I went to Revolver last Saturday with Randy over at the Lion's Den. Get over there and check out Randy's a new channel. He's nominated a new category for the Colton Awards. He's nominated actually in 2 categories. I'm going to start dropping spoilers because I just sent out the first blast for the party coming in July. So I'm going to start, maybe some of the teasers for the Colton Awards. So Randy's going to be nominated for Best Beard in the Vinyl Community and Best New Channel. Best New Channel, both, and Best Beard are both new categories for the Colton Awards. So anyway, Mitch Ryder. Anyway, I'm all off track. All right. Oh, Colton didn't like that. Oh, come on, man. You like the maracas. Anyway, it is Friday. Utica Club now in session. It's just me now because Colton got freaked out with the maracas. Some people don't like maracas. They have a phobia of maracas. Maracaphobia. I don't think that's a thing. What do I know? I'm not a psychiatrist. God knows I can probably use one. Anyway, contest update. So I'm pushing to a Quatrillion. I don't know. I should be saying this more because, I'd be terrible if I was running the PBS funding drive because we'd never hit our goal. I need to mention it more. You don't get to a Quatrillion by staying silent and not plugging it, right? Look at this. All these people, all these channels, all submitted contest entries right from the top. Jack at the Vinyl Martini, Steve at A is for Alice, C is for Colton, Russ Shaw TV over in Seattle, go Seahawks, Russ. Randy at the Lion's Den right here in Buffalo. Jeff Witcher's Vinyl Destination. Make it your destination over there. Winner of the Best Editor Award, Colton Award last year. Righteous Bojambo, great channel down in Australia. Brisbane. Jonathan, the Cheap and Cheerful Record Collector. Breaking news. Jonathan is coming to the party, it looks like. He's coming down here from Maine, over here to Buffalo, and he's bringing his sidekick, Shamrockin' Records. Shamrockin' needs to enter the contest, though. He hasn't done that. And we got David M. Fidelity, Craig at the Spirit of Vinyl, Tony at Two from the Trunk, Richard's Vinyl Tap House, Trevor, Flat Round and Spun, Vinyl Richie. Yeah, some heroes do wear capes, Richie. Edward at Prague Hat, Gary at Physical Format Rock and Roll, Alaska Pinas, I can't even say that right, Pinas, I don't know what it is, Andy's Awesome Albums, Bruno Recommends Records, Gordon at I Dig Vinyl, he's a friend of Jack over there in Scotland, at the Vinyl Voyage, Ernest Eldridge, the Trailer Park Pimp, he's another maybe for the party, Mark at Twanger's Turntable, come on, get down here, Mark, come down here from Montreal, it's not that far, you can do it. Boz at that music channel, Jack at the Vinyl Voyage, Beetle Destino, Vinyl Sean, Daryl, the Northern Vinyl Guy, Brian, the Embryonic Fashion Icon, Ben Rankins, Anthony at Gambler 812. God. Jesus here. Lloyd at Mr. Hats, the music chap, another guy down there in Australia. Flamin' Groove, that's Jack Parks. Mark Morris, David Atkinson at Music and More. David's also coming. He's going to be here again. It's amazing coming over here from England. And Randy Nelson, Vinyl Monkey, And another sidekick of Dave Atkinson's is Gav Axman Spins joining the party. So anyway, and oh yeah, Joe at Racer Records. Just haven't watched his video yet, but he just posted that the other day. Mail call, postcard of the week from Spain, Seville. This is my daughter's boyfriend. He was over there doing some scholastic adventure in the month of January, so he sent me this postcard. I was turning it this way to read it. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Postcard for your collection, Mike. Seville is an awesome city. You should visit. I'll get there. Anyway, Seville, Spain, right there. Shout out to Daniel and all these great channels, right? So anyway, like I said in the last video, the snack question number 2, very popular. Great responses to that one. So anyway, yeah, speaking of Mr. Hats, the music chap, he had two snacks. There he is behind the snacks. He couldn't decide, so he went into a diabetic coma and ate all that chocolate. So anyway, cheers to you. David M. Fidelity, Randy over at the Lion's Den. He's a big Utz pretzel guy, but he says he approves of these Dots pretzels. Jeff Witcher's also a fan of those. So yeah, Dave, having some Dots. Do it, Dave. Licorice All Sorts. I haven't seen these since my grandmother's house in the 1970s, but Mark Morris, he's just eating that whole bag. He's doing it right there. And it's Mark Morris. He's having some Wiley Wallaby All Sorts, right? I like All Sorts. They're good. I like licorice. And slightly healthy here, these fried rice things, rice chip looking things, rice crackers they are, and they're chili flavored. You can see right here, I'm going to read that fine print with David Atkinson. He's about to devour that bag and probably listen to a box set. So anyway, there he is, sort of a healthy snack. And here's Randall Nelson wearing a hat he got here from Petty Cheesecake, wearing a cool New Era hat, even though it was at Kansas City Chiefs. Oh, no, that's not the hat, but he did show the hat in the video, and he's eating these this Amish country popcorn. Those are friends of Gary's. Gary lives among the Amish in Ohio. Gary Physical Format Jazz, and he plays jazz loud to piss them off. When the guy starts yodeling next door, Gary's like, take that, and he plays Miles Davis. Anyway, and then he eats some Amish popcorn. Randy Nelson, gonna see you in July again, Randy. Keeping things high end. There's Gav Axman Spins. These are crisps. I think crisps are like cookies. Or no, crisps are chips. Biscuits, he calls these. So these are Viscount. Doesn't that? It sounds like a high-end, like a king would eat these. And yeah, Gav Axman's the king of Iron Maiden. So he's doing it. He's having a Viscount biscuit. So there he is. And yeah, wow, he's over 1.1 million. There he is. He's at 1.14 million now. Good on you. It's not a quadrillion, but you get there, Gav. Keep trying. Embryonic. So here he is having some gluten-free chocolate almonds. And his description was just another masterclass in critical, it's not critical writing, it's just like his presentation. A lot of adjectives, high end. I had to get a dictionary out to follow along. But yeah, I never saw such a passionate review for snacks. And there's Brian. That could be a category maybe. Best snack review, right? Colton Awards. So anyway, here's Ben Rankin's King of Shirts. So he wore a different shirt for every question. He had 10 shirts, really remarkable. And while he was doing it, he was eating these, they're like tortilla chips and some fancy dip, because Ben's kind of a high-end guy. That's how he does things, always on the high end. So how many subscribers is he at now? He's at 1.2 cotillion. That's near a quadrillion. Cotillion, right? Isn't that a dance? Anyway, here you go. This is Anthony at Game Boy 812. He's off screen. This is his popcorn machine. I've had popcorn over at Anthony's house, so I've witnessed this thing in action. There it is, pop, pop, pop. And it's a legit, like you're at the movie theater. Anthony just flicks the switch, pours a gallon of butter on it, and then you have a bunch of popcorn, right? You do it. Lastly, we got Joe at Racer Records. He's got a bag of mixed nuts, so that's kind of like the vinyl community. We're a bunch of mixed nuts, right? Anyway. Then, last Saturday, and again, I'm pushing to a quadrillion, so subscribe, do it. One more week, February 14th is a draw with Patty Cheesecake. We're going to put all the names of all these great channels in a big giant hat, in the theme of hats, right? The eyes will be watching you, and will be watching us draw for the, it's a 50 gazillion, a kabillion, a badillion. It's a lot. It's an Amazon gift card for 50 badillion. There's another new number I made up, badillion. My little horse. I need that Utica Club to lubricate the vocal cords. So I went shopping. with Randy last Saturday. And Robert, King of Numbers, he's a guy from my work, a younger guy, smart, young kid. He's going to do great in this world. Shout out, Robert. You're doing great. Speaking of work, I haven't forgot about the Patels. They're going to be on next Friday, special guests. So stay tuned for that with the Patels that I was teasing that a couple weeks ago. Just with scheduling, the one guy, Malik, he was down in Mexico with Mrs. Malik, and they were doing stuff, hanging out on the beach. So he's just, recovering from his trip. And so we said, let's do next Friday, and we're going to do that. So anyway, bought this Boz Scaggs album. It's his solo debut. So Boz Scaggs, kind of blue-eyed soul, really, really big band. I think he's got 7 or 8 guys in his band. So now I have his first 3, all really great. I was glad to find this. I got this for $7, and it's an original press, really in good, excellent shape, cleaned up perfectly. So I've only listened to that once, but it's great. So prior to that, though, he was in this band with Steve Miller, right? There's Steve Miller on the back wearing a cool fur coat, young Steve Miller. There's Boz right there. So he was on this playing guitar. So yeah, the Boz Man. So Children of the Future, really good album there. And he also played on this album, Sailor. So where is he here? There he is on the back. Yeah, there's the Boz right there. They're taking over the world. They're just going to take the world right there. Abracadabra, like Steve Miller would say. I'm going to reach out and grab you. So anyway, grab some Boz Scaggs. It's good stuff. All right. What do we got here? Yeah, we're zooming ahead. It's 1984. The original film score. This is still in the shrink. It wasn't sealed, but still, it's in excellent shape. There's the hype sticker. So this is probably the only... there's 2 Eurythmics records I don't have. I don't have the debut, and I don't have this, but now I do. So it's a soundtrack. So this is mostly instrumental, scored by Dave Stewart. And you can see there's some stills from the film. I think it was William Hurt. Was in this. Not William Hurt. It's John Hurt. John Hurt was the actor. Anyway, in this. So yeah, of course, the adaptation of George Orwell's 1984. Not a real pick-me-up. It's hardly a romantic comedy. Sometimes I feel like I'm living in it. It's like this dystopian, bizarro world. But anyway, great track called Sex Crime on this. There, kind of worth it just for that. Again, this was like a $5 record, and it's perfect condition, so I grabbed it. Big fan of the Eurythmics. Mentioned before there. That's a nice shot of Dave and Annie on there, and there's a bunch of photos there, like a film strip. So that's good. 1984. And still in the 80s here. This is the second album. They're from Friends of Embryonic. They're from Toronto. Parachute Club, kind of new wave, fun band. 7-piece band, fronted by lead singer there, Lorraine Zagato. Really fun. This is their second. It's called Not At the Feet of the Moon. Yeah, right there. And that's the title track, At the Feet of the Moon. Really good song. Look that one up. So anyway, Parachute Club, they were real popular in my younger days. If you were living in Canada, you knew the Parachute Club. And we're rocking on. Post Montrose here, it's 1978. Sammy Hagar, never seen this before. It's not a double, it's just the gatefold. And I didn't recognize any of the personnel on this with him, but there's Sammy playing guitar. Pretty good guitarist in his own right, as well as he's one of my favorite singers. Although, I was like, his solo stuff, it's like, it's hit or miss, right? But this is a nice collection. Live, like I said, in 1978, because it includes a couple of Montrose tracks like Bad Motor Scooter closing out the set right there. So really good. Gatefold. And there he is right there, the man right there, the red rocker doing it. It's Sammy Hagar. It's rocking out. And we're going down to Australia. See Bojambo down there and Ben Rankins. These guys are from Sydney, though. They're not from Brisbane. They're not from Melbourne, where those 2 other cats are from. They're from Sydney. So anyway, frontman Ivan Davies. This guy kind of always reminded me of Brian Ferry. Kind of has that kind of romantic vibe. Cool sound, just smooth vocals. If you like Roxy music, like Avalon, you would like Icehouse. I think it's an accurate comparison. Prove me wrong in the comments. But anyway, this is their second album. I only had a 12-inch single for Hey Little Girl. It's a good song in this. That was a single, I think, that charted for them. But the rest of this is really good, too. Great Southern Land. Great Southern Land is a really excellent track. Look that one up. And Uniform Street, another good one, too. So anyway, we are on the cool Chrysalis label. So yeah. Anyway, that track is just actually called Uniform. And then the second track is called Street Cafe. I stand corrected. So anyway, Primitive Man, the name of that release. Really happy to find this. I pretty much have all the Icehouse stuff from the 80s, although I think they're still active. A lot of personnel changes in this band, but again, centered around frontman Iva Davies. So anyway, Primitive Man. Good. Let's get primitive. 12-inch single here, Simple Minds. This is from Once Upon a Time. I have the full-length album, but what the hell, 12-inch, it was $2. So I grabbed it. There's all the guys right there. There's Charlie Burchill right there. I don't know where Gentleman Jim is here. I don't see on, oh, there he's on the front holding that dove, doing Jim Kerr stuff. So it's just 12-inch single, like I said, for Sanctify Yourself. Thought they were on Virgin, but for whatever, oh, they are on Virgin, but then it's also A&M, so I don't know the relationship there. So anyway, this is Sanctify Yourself. So the 2 versions, got a specially remix version and then a dub version. I like the dub, man. Dub and a doobie. Do it. All right. Little honky-tonk action for Ernie Eldridge, my man down there. Ernie, if you've ever seen this before, leave me a comment. Let me know. I never heard of this guy. They have a huge country section at Revolver. I know Jack at the Vinyl Martini went basically ballistic in there and came out with a wheelbarrow full of it. So anyway, there this is on the back there, looking like he's on his southern fried porch there, drinking some moonshine. All right, there he is on the front, having some more of that. So anyway, rocking that honky-tonk hat and doing a kind of a no-logo shirt look. That's kind of, if Brian was a cowboy, I think that would probably be a no-logo look that Brian would be going for. Oddly, in his fashion collections over the years, there's no cool belt buckles yet. So it's all about accessorizing. So maybe that's an area, Brian, where you may branch out, accessorizing, right? Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked because, you know, fashion, it just happens here on Friday Cheers. So does that Utica Club. So Best of Joe's Son. So this is pretty good. Midnight Train of Memories is a good one. Old Flames, Can't Hold a Candle to You. That was actually a charted single for him. Total blind buy for me, but I got home, threw it on. Sounds great. So for a few bucks, I've done well with the blind buys so far in 2026. This was not a blind buy. It's the debut from Margot Price, Midwest Farmer's Daughter, released in 2016. Hurting on the Bottle, World's Greatest Loser, Since You Put Me Down. This is just front to back every track. So got this brand new pressing of this, around $20, sealed, you know, brand new, like I said, on the Third Man Records label. So I really like Margot's first. Here's a nice love note from her to me on the inside. Same font as the Pulp Fiction poster I have. And there's the pipe sticker there. So I really like this debut, but after this, she kind of, I don't know, she kind of got a little experimental, less true honky-tonk, kind of like Sturgill Simpson. He came in hot with the first 1 or 2, and then he started doing other shit that I just didn't really groove on. But Margot, after hearing this again in its entirety, I'm going to give her another shot with some of those others. Yeah, get over here, girl. There she is. All right. Oh, she's a beauty. Bit of a plain Jane, but yeah, she could be a supermodel too in some ways, some days. Anyway, yeah, it's kind of like me. Some days people think I'm Brad Pitt, and the other day they think I look like I just walked out of a ditch, right? Anyway, what are you going to do? So anyway, that's going to do it for Friday Cheers. All those people and all the snacks. All right. Everybody, they're doing it with snacks. Everybody, have an all sort with Mark. Play the maracas. Colton still didn't come back. He's pissed off with me right now. Anyway, push me to a quadrillion, I dare ya. Subscribe. Do it now. Do it tonight. Do not wait. Hit the button. Subscribe. Make it happen, right? I can't do it without you. And there's that 50 Kabillion gift card from Amazon. So you can go buy 50 Kabillion records, buy an Ice House album, you buy a Joe Son album. I don't care. Just do it and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video.